Hi, I'm Dr. Kemi Olunloyo. Earlier tonight I had some videos on Facebook. It's very viral on Facebook. Here on Instagram, and I moved the Instagram video to YouTube. I spoke in detail of what's going on with Coza, Fatoyinbo, and Busola Dakolo. The whole of Twitter is tweeting me, asking me why am I quiet, why am I not talking, we're waiting for Kemi. The whole point is that when I was talking about celebrities, pastors, things going on in Nigeria, being a social critic, all I heard was mind your business, you're too talkative. Journalists don't mind their business. Social critics are supposed to criticize things that happen in social media or in the society. I heard leave Linda alone, leave Yabo alone, leave Davido alone, leave Shay Law alone, leave celebrities alone, stop bullying celebrities. Now everybody wants me to talk about Coza. I don't really feel like. I have PTSD. I'm battling it. My day is one day at a time. However, a day like today was so beautiful for me because my business manager, his wife, and his daughter took me out. I enjoyed my entire day and came back home to this. Busola and Timmy are two lovely couple that I've met. I interviewed them on the red carpet, and basically they're just a lovebird couple. What has happened here is very, very shocking. We need more investigative journalists in Nigeria. This is an area of journalism that many of you don't welcome. And I urge you that as I came back into journalism, I'm still weak. I'm doing wellness, health and wellness. Wellness Africa is the Instagram page. And one day you guys have almost reached 5,000. Thank you. But wellness and lifestyle also falls around these kind of things. Busola is not going to be the first woman to be raped or the last. But what is the fact is that she's accusing a very, very powerful pastor. Her husband has shaded that pastor for so long, and now the whole story is out. The pastor has denied raping anyone. We know how that works. Bishop Eddie Long was having sex with young boys inside the church in Georgia, USA, a renowned pastor. I looked up to Bishop Long so much. I attended his church occasionally, but I covered a very historical funeral there. Coretta Scott King, Martin Luther King's wife, was buried in that church with 5 U.S. presidents sitting in the audience. And to know that Bishop Eddie Long was having sex with boys in the church, one came out, he denied it, another one, and then another one. Bishop Long died a few years after that. He was very ill. His illness was not disclosed, but he lost a lot of weight. Some people were speculating that he had HIV. Nobody knows what killed him. But it was so sad to see him at the end go through all that. He settled his case with these boys so that he doesn't go to jail. With Coza and Busola, what I want to say is that the IGP should investigate deeply, because you're talking about a high-profile pastor and a high-profile musician and his wife. What about that ordinary girl that sells pure water down there in Ibadan at the motor park? She's only 13 years old, and the motor park boys will take her pure water and even rape her. What happens to her? The fact remains that Nigerian police needs a sex crimes unit. Like I said on my live videos, those ones disappear after 24 hours. Toronto Police has a sex crimes unit, and I worked for Toronto Police as a volunteer. At sex crimes, Busola would have been reached by the female officers. The male officers would start an investigation and invite Coza, Pastor Fatoyinbo, for questioning. A deep investigation begins. The police will provide support to Busola. She'll be sent to psychologists, psychotherapists, whatever it may be. I suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder. I've put it in the news, and I'm probably the face of PTSD in Nigeria. Anger, resentment, fear, flight. The worst cases of PTSD are with rape victims, because whoever raped them is still out there. Busola is a mother, a married woman. Every time she tries to have sex with her husband, Timmy, she'll remember the rape. It has bothered her so much to tell you now that it's a form of PTSD that brought her out. Those that say that, why is she coming out now, need to keep quiet. Why did 90 women, 90 women, a lot of women, come out years after Bill Cosby? I never liked Bill Cosby. I don't know. I never watched the show. It's a hit. However, something I didn't like about him. To know that I watched Bill Cosby in 1983 as a teenager and all that in America, and then in 2019, he's sent to prison at the age of, 80, 82, was shameful. People you trust. A lot of people in Hollywood have sexual abuse charges. People trusted. Sadly, there's Nigerian police who doesn't have a sex crime unit, and there's a corruption system where the defendant might even pay the police off. That shouldn't happen. It must not happen. Nigerians have rallied around Busola Dakolo. Why did they do that? Because it's the pastor at Coza. When I was accused of messing up Pastor Biomi's name, did Nigerians rally around me? No. Just a few that just felt that they needed to free Kemi Olunloyo, blah, blah, blah. And the ones that believe that journalism is not a crime, and that Kemi reported a news tip sent to her and sent the first page out looking for witnesses. I was doing my job. At the end, you see how it ended. Pastor Biomi found out that I didn't write what was sent to me, that it was sent to me. Case was withdrawn. 2 years later, I found out that the plaintiff, one of the plaintiffs, Iyabojo, had that information come out from her phone. She's never acknowledged it. She's never apologized. But the trauma I went through in SARS and the prison still lingers with me. I try to shake it up every day. It's very hard, but I'm trying my best. A lot of you saw me dancing today. I walked into a brand new club that just opening tonight. You saw me doing my workout with Naira's song, I Live by the Day. It's now 10:30 on June 28th, Friday night. And I would appeal to Timmy and Busola to please get the needed help for Busola. There are post-traumatic stress syndrome symptoms that I see in her interview. And also, definitely, nobody's above the law. Get to the IGP, take it to the highest level, get good lawyers, and have them charge Pastor Fatoyinbo of a crime, if there is indeed a crime, because he has said here he didn't rape anybody. Who are we to believe in? This is why Nigeria needs investigative journalists. Sadly, I'm no longer in investigative journalism. I even left journalism in Nigeria altogether. In a couple of years, I should return to America to live with my kids. There is a reason why I have to do that in a couple of years. But for now, I don't know the tomorrow. On June 14th, I was in my bed. Armed robbers came through the door, kicked the door in, and almost killed me. So whether it's a couple of years, a couple of days, I don't know where I'll be. But my thing is, they should do the right thing and pursue this case. Busola's opinion was written on her page. She says she's not going to give up. Unbroken. She said nobody's going to sue her because she's telling the truth. I wish them both good luck. I interviewed them at LAM, and they were a great couple. Thanks for listening. Kemi Olunloyo.